Northern Areas region, highlighting some key projects and activities. Gauteng, 3 branches, 21 friends groups, 1 zone, and 6 affiliated groups. Northwest, 1 affiliated group. Limpopo, 3 friends groups, 1 affiliated group. Mpumalanga Highveld, 2 friends groups. And the Free State, 1 zone. Paul Roux zone, very active community, and hopefully soon to be an Eastern Free State branch. Northern Areas friends groups, very active, especially the large group based in the Chwani area, under the leadership of Carol Martin, with Leanne Fenter as the overall coordinator of Friends in the region. Friends groups in action. One of the key projects of the region, Save Magaliesberg Species, key focus snares and leopard research. Led by project leader Leanne Fenter, who is also the NAR coordinator. ARMA, which is the Action for Responsible Management of Our Rivers, supported by our region and a WESSA affiliate. Represented on the committee by Lynn Clark and Willem Herziwindes. New West Rand branch was launched, very active and very enthusiastic. Magaliesberg Biosphere, supported by our region with some funds, and also we initiated it as part of a group in 2006. Cleanup Day, Hartbeespoort, WESSA NAR supported it and led by the team. One of our key projects, New York Ridge Vulture Restaurant, Hide and Monitoring Project, where the focus is the endangered Cape vulture. Project leaders, John Wesson, Dr. Paul Bartels, Alan Newton-Perry. Just one of the many functions held at the Viewpoint, our NAR New Year function, held in January. Feeding area, filmed from a drone. Typical layout at one of our many functions at the Vulture Viewpoint. Ongoing project is the construction of a state-of-the-art hide, which will be placed near the vulture feeding spot. The team in action, revamping the container, as well as marking out the position of the hide at the feeding spot. Blue Cranes, which is a reintroduction and education project in the Magaliesberg. Citizen science projects, waterbird count, done this year for the 11th year in succession. Promoting bird atlasing in the region. Alien invasive plants, Queen of the Night. We've been involved in this project for close on 7 years with great success throughout the region, from Limpopo through to Northwest and Gauteng, as well as Northern KZN. Bugs are grown on and transported all over the country. A number of our committee members attended the launch of the new Ramsar site at the Kashwani Game Reserve. Our latest project is the conservation of the endemic critically endangered Alopeglerae, which is only found in the Magaliesberg and Witwatersrand mountains. To start the project off, a number of small plants were sourced from various nurseries, as well as a few donated to WESSA. Initially, it's envisaged to plant back about 1,000 plants in the wild. Possibly co-manage Polokwane Game Reserve, as well as converting the Friends Group into a branch. Possible new branch in the Waterberg. Possible new branch in Hoedspruit. Possible new branch across Randburg. Thank you.
The KZN region has always liked to be a bit independent, joining WESSA in 1960. However, the Natal Society for the Preservation of Wildlife and Natural Resources had worked closely with other conservation organizations for many years. Its origins go back to 21 August 1883, when a group of 5 sportsmen, in brackets hunters, met in Durban to establish the Natal Game Protection Association. So writes Paddy Norman, our vice chair. The KZN region has 7 branches, ranging from Sani Wildlife in the Berg to the Midlands branch, Highway in Westville, Durban, the Upper South Coast branch, Southern KZN branch, Kingsborough branch in Amanzimtoti, and Durban branch. WESSA Life is a local initiative for the environment and has a strong focus on green matchmaking to connect practice, environmental knowledge, and social foundations for co-learning. Our KZN supporters are young nature conservation students and environmentalists across various fields who access membership at no cost, but support us through their strong volunteerism. Regular activities focus on waste minimization, and our first post-COVID activity took place on 19 September at Treasure Beach, as well as the Umgeni Estuarine area. As no solid waste collection took place during the long COVID period, our cleanup yielded great results. KZN has a strong focus on empowering and supporting our youth for their futures. Volunteers were inducted formally at Treasure Beach in 2019. We hope to access the WESSA Environmental Education Centres in 2021 again to enable support for our youth, our members, but also our national office. Durban branch has built a strong relationship over the years with students who require practical assistance. Our youth work to create awareness on climate change concerns by using their voices for the environment for their futures. KZN membership demonstrates its involvement through working with other stakeholders and showing up to make a difference. Our 2019 AGM was hosted by Sani Wildlife, where we were able to meet members further afield for the first time and join long-standing supporters of WESSA Caring for the Earth. WESSA KZN is supported by business members, one of whom sets a great example as a green enterprise. Support from AECI for the Upper South Coast branch enables the project at Mbokavango Environmental Education Centre to host learners from disadvantaged schools in the Amanzimtoti area of Folweni and Ezimbokodweni. We are grateful to our friends and affiliates who make a difference in not only being members, but who also support local initiatives and act as eyes and ears on the ground. Support for our youth has led to joining the Durban Innovative Leadership Program with the International Centre of Nonviolence and DUT, enabling an introduction of the environment as a critical consideration in all leadership platforms. WESSA KZN thanks all members and supporters for staying with us through these difficult times. We look forward to enhanced contact and communication as we close off 2020 and draw closer to 2021.
This is a summary of activities of the Lowveld region of WESSA for 2019-2020. The lockdown impacted severely on younger members in the region. Most of them are being involved in the tourism industry, and they were unable to do much. We also had to postpone the symposium we were going to hold in conjunction with the Southern African Wildlife Management Association. But Lou Taylor was able to do a survey of the biodiversity of the White River. We brought what we considered important issues to the attention of the government's committee and had no response to any of them. So the actions were taken from here. The first one was to respond to the Minister on her request for inputs into the management of elephant, rhino, lion and leopard. And this was submitted on behalf of WESSA Lowveld, and the Chairman will be participating in the workshop held on the 2nd of October. We presented a viewpoint towards the British government opposing their proposal to ban the import of hunting trophies into the UK because of the detrimental effect it would have on game ranching, wildlife ranching, and community campfire programs in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and in particular Namibia. And then we did a memorandum of the need to reverse the decline in the provincial conservation agencies. This went as far as the WESSA board, and no action was taken, so it was taken to Endangered Wildlife Trust, who are now driving the efforts to change this for the better. For more than 20 years, we've had a pair of bathhawks nesting around White River, and we've now decided, because so little is known about the species, to put a camera trap up, and this has been done with conjunction with some very enthusiastic and knowledgeable volunteers, and we've got some sponsorship for a website, and this will shortly be online. Our canine unit based in Hluhluwe at the airstrip there is very active still, and we're hoping that it will soon go back into Hluhluwe and Mfolozi Park, and but it's a major deterrent to rhino poaching in the area. Together with two people from Barberton, I've put in a proposal to undertake some form of stewardship of the 15,000 hectare panhandle of Songimvelo Nature Reserve. This area has been abandoned by the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Authority and is being poached, and the infrastructure has been vandalized. Thank you.
Greetings all from the Western and Northern Cape region. The Western and Northern Cape regions have a long history of caring for the earth with a holistic view of the environment, people and the future. We have action and facilitation roles with friends groups, CBOs and other community environmental groups. We focus on natural, urban and marine ecosystems. Our advocacy focuses on policy compliance in water, energy, waste, climate change, mining, land use and biodiversity conservation. Our citizen science is increasing, for example, the iNaturalist. Activities have a multiplier effect, especially as many bring environmental issues to people's doorsteps. Each member can influence many contacts. Some friends groups have sourced funding which leads to job creation and skills training. Activities are carried through our 5 branches, 30 WESSA affiliated friends groups, and individual members. We are not funders, but have managed to use proceeds from a generous donation of botanical art by the family of the late Talia Lincoln. Patrick Darling serves on WESSA's Governance Policy Committee, and we comment on proposed developments where we can and are involved in community upliftment. For example, the Philippi Horticultural Area and the Komaki Ocean View projects. We have supported successful heritage status applications for Princess Flay and the Blaauwberg Reserve, and supported BirdLife's objections to tungsten mining in the area near Verloren Flay. We have local film screenings and discussion facilitation on climate change and newsletter communications. Further afield, local awareness and monitoring are important elements to branch activities, and our Facebook page is aimed at youth involvement. We have 1 operational Green Coast site in Blaauwberg and 1 in advanced preparation in the Knysna area. Thanks to all for people caring for the earth.
Hello to everyone. This is the Eastern Cape, and this is what we've been doing in the last year. We as a region are truly blessed. We have whales, we have elephants, we have dolphins leaping, but the greatest challenge that we have is getting our people caring for the earth outside caring for the earth. And we do this in a number of practical ways. We've been organizing beach cleanups over the last year, about 1 a month. We also do inner city cleanups. We do spring cleanups, side of the road cleanups. Basically, wherever we find the trash, we clean up. Then we're also trying to grow our environmental know-how through the standard lectures where people sit and listen, or where people get to interact with these samples. And then a great challenge of ours is getting people to see the earth. So we take our experts outdoors, we show you the fossils, we show you the plants, we get you out there seeing the things and tactilely touching and feeling the earth. But we're really in the business of generating smiles, and be that on the side of a catamaran out at sea, or on the top of the Addo Elephant Park mountain at Sandcob with the penguins or the dolphins. These is what we want, smiles. And we enable those smiles for the future through various ways, through festivals or focused events that celebrate the ocean, where we show people the actual things, actual nature. And then we've been developing this idea of collective stewardship, which needs elbow grease. And so Alien Hacks has been a new way that we've done this, getting people outdoors and attacking those old alien bushes. One of the other things, obviously, is partnerships, be that Sustainable Seas Trust, be that the municipality, be that things like Raggy Charters, that help us in caring for the earth, and that is an essential thing. For local solutions too, we adapt locally, be that signposts for toads or setting up special groups. We get there in the deep and dirty to make a change. But also citizen scientists, which is what we're trying to become. We need to build the tools. One of the things that we've been doing is the iNaturalist app. In this reclaimed area in the Barkens Valley, you'll see these beautiful little flowers that have been recorded on that app. And then finally, it's raising our voices. The Algoa Bay branch organized a demonstration against fish farms, which resulted in that being moved, and also participating in the annual climate strike. And finally, without dedicated souls, we can do nothing. And so it's the local teams in Grahamstown and Algoa Bay branch, the Jennies, the Eileens, the Sears, and everyone like that, that are key to WESSA doing its stuff. And so from the Eastern Cape to you, to the rest of the guys, all we can say is cheers. Hello to everyone. This is the Eastern Cape, and